Good afternoon, everyone. How many odd days are there in 1900 years? 1900 years. So we can see first century, second, third, fourth, then fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, in that way. In that order you can count. So it will have 19th century will have one odd day. Is it right? So 19th century, one odd day. So here is my first question. What was the day on 15th August 1947? You know about this day? We have Independence Day in India. So this is 15th August. So we want to count what day was there on this 15th August 1947. So in 1900 years, so how many odd days? One odd day. One odd day in 1900 years. Now comes 46 years and this above. So 46 years has got how many leap years, how many non-leap years? 46 years. So 46 years, so I think 11. So these are leap years. So 11 leap years, 46 years. I want to see how many odd days are there in this 46 years. So in 46 years, there are 11 leap years and 35 non-leap years. So 11 leap years, 11 into 2 and plus 35 into 1. So how much? You can count. Is it 57? So it is 57. Convert it into weeks. So that means 8 into 7 plus 1. So 1 extra day. So 1 extra day is already with us. 1 more extra day. We'll be counting these extra days. And now here is 15th August. So let us start from January. We start from January and count up to 15th of August. So how many days in total? So we want to count up to 15th August. 47. So 1946, they have all been taken into account. So there were 2 days in total. 1 day extra day in 1900, 1 extra day in 46 years. Now up to 15th August. So here is January. You can write January. February, take care of February. So 47, non-leap year to 28. So here's March. You can count you can write the month if you want to so be clear. So here is April, this is May, this is June, this is July, and here is August, 15th of August. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Count the days. We count the days. So count these days. So I use some sort of shortcuts. So this 2 days less, 1 day extra, 1 day extra. So 2 days they are merged here. So 1 extra day, 1 extra day, 15 these days. So 17 days and plus these months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 210. So 210 and 17, so 227. So we are getting as 227 days. Now you can convert it into weeks. So if I convert it into weeks, so here I got as 3, then 32, 32 into 7 and plus 3. Check it. So I may commit a mistake. So we have to check it properly. So 3 extra days. So we have got 2 extra days and 3 extra days. Now in total 5 odd days. So there are 5 odd days. So what is the day on this 15th August So 5 extra days. So day 1 is Monday, internationally accepted. So day 1 is Monday. So from Monday, you count up to 5 days, it is Friday. So check your calendars, old calendars, you have got it. So it was a Friday on 15th of August. Now let me check what is the 6th August 2020. 16th August, 6th August, 6th August 2020. So this 2020, so how to count 2020? First of all, 2000. First of all, we should count 2000. So no extra day. So 19 years more. So 19 years more. So from 2001 to 2019. So how many leap years? How many non-leap years? 4 leap years and 4 into 2 and plus 15 non-leap years. So in total 23 days. In total 23 days converted into weeks. So we get 3 into 7 plus 2. So 2 extra days. So there are 2 odd days up to 2019. Then you have to count for 6th August. If we count from 6th August, then the same process. Here is January. Now February. Please take care of that February. Now we are in 2020. We are in 2020. So a mistake should not be committed at this place. So February has got 29 days. So here is 29 days. Then February, then March, April, May, June, July, then August, 6th August. So count the number of days. So I have 1 day I put here. So 1, 1, 1, 9. Check it please. Then there are 7 months. So 210. So it is 219. Do the total properly. So I have used some shortcuts. So there are different shortcuts of different persons. Anyway, here is 219. So you can convert it into weeks. So how many weeks? 3, 2, no. 3, 2, 1 plus how many days? 7. 31. 31 means 217 and plus 2. So we have got 2 extra days already with us and 2 more extra days, 4 extra days. So there are 4 extra days and count now 4 extra days. So Monday is the...
Professor Agarwal's matter, Mr. Neeraj Rajan's hard work, and we have seen the light of the day. And I'm very happy the way they have developed the manuscript, the way they kept in mind that a student who is opting for commerce or humanities or even biology, they are going to study it. So they have tried to keep the matter within the reach of the students. A lot of practice is required. So in these things, for class 12, when I told him, sir, question bank will be too heavy, he said, nothing heavy. A student practices more, he will learn more. So the result is question bank. Again, I will say, I will add just one thing. Professor Agarwal has a feeling of making the concept clear. Again and again, I am saying, sir, please make the concepts clear. He can do hundreds of questions. If a student says, I have done 100 questions, I am not happy. If he says, my concepts are clear, I am very happy. So please take care that your students clear their concept. And for this purpose, for 9th and 10th, we have got standard math, Even we have got basic maths. The syllabus is same. But Professor Agarwal has tried to keep the practice to the level of the student. This is the beauty of his writing. And same way, sir, he's saying this 20 sample papers. Again, Neeraj is there. Neeraj Jain did a lot of work along with Professor Agarwal. And he says, forget about the reduction of syllabus. Forget about the style of the syllabus. Do practice even from this book. What is the problem? You have to do questions. Do the questions in 3 hours. Whatsoever is the question, do it in 3 hours. Your practice is done. Why you are bothered whether it is coming in the way of summative, in subjective or objective type question? Make the concepts clear by solving it. And this is why he did for basic, for standard, for 10th, for 12th. He is trying his level best. And now class 11. This year he has revised this book thoroughly. Of course, Neeraj ji now has become an integral part of Professor Agarwal's writing. He has joined even in this book. And he has added a lot of objective questions in classes 11th and 12th. 9th and 10th, of course, they are there. 6th and 7th and 8th, yes, we keep them. For this year, for 11th and 12th, of course, 12th book was done in 2 parts. Again, the revised edition has come. Again, he has added a lot of objective questions. And Professor Agarwal says that, look, I have to work. So this webinar is because of his courage, Professor Agarwal, and I will just introduce the course director, Mr. Tushar Gupta, who has been working hard to see that this workshop, this webinar, the message which Professor Agarwal wishes to give you goes in a proper way. Just I'll request Mr. Tushar Gupta. Whether he is interested in doing one more.
I hope the webinar being conducted is fine. You're able to hear him properly and see the board and see the study material properly. So during the webinar, we have to take a 2-minute break so that we give him a name in the industry. He has come out with applied mathematics now, and I was discussing with him about what is so unique about applied mathematics. He said that even basic mathematics people who have studied basic mathematics in class 10 can study this paper, and it has been designed in such a way keeping the CBSE syllabus in mind. The unique part about this book is the CBSE syllabus has been kept in mind, and only that much is provided, only that much is covered what CBSE has asked us to.
Has any doubt regarding anything written by me, he just called me up and he discussed everything. He never deleted even a single word without my permission or my consent. He always tried to discuss each and everything, and that is why I learned a lot from him. I am very thankful to sir, and I am very fortunate to have mentor like Agarwal sir, and I think and I wish that in future also I will be able to write something for Agarwal sir and for APC books. We have tried to write the book as per the CBSE syllabus. We have not gone beyond the syllabus. We can do this, but these are the clear instructions from Agarwal sir that you have to stick on the CBSE syllabus. So I think you all have enjoyed. This was my bad luck that due to COVID I could not attend this webinar, but hope in future if the conditions will be favorable to us, then I can also be there with Agarwal sir. I hope all of you must be enjoyed the session, because you can see how is the stamina at this stage. Agarwal sir has taken 2-hour class non-stop, you can say. And please share your views, your suggestions. If you have any regarding our book, so that we can improve our book and we can do better for this book. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neeraj sir. Thanks a lot for coming live and speaking to everybody. We hope that in the upcoming future workshops and webinars, we can see you physically in Delhi.